Are you struggling in Bee Swarm? Do you feel like you're not progressing anymore? Do you look at these leaderboards and think, how is this possible? Well, today I'm going to teach you a very powerful thing called macro. But when you hear macro, it's not just any type of macro. It's the best macro ever, which is of course Natro macro. This macro can do some pretty crazy things, so if you've never heard about it, stick around and find out what it can do. So in the next few minutes, I'll be showing a step-by-step process on how to download it, how to run it, and some bonus tips. So the first thing you want to do is download Auto Hotkey. This is essential because if you don't download it, Natro macro will not work. So the link's in the description, or you could just search it up in Google. Right here, I'm just searching it up. It's the first link. Download V2. You could also download version V1.1. But anyway, all you have to do is just open it here. You could also go into your files, but I just done it straight into the Google and click it. And all you have to do is press install. Once it's downloaded, click out of it. You won't ever need it again. Now it's time to download Natro macro. The Discord server link is in the description of the Natro macro Discord server community. This is where you will get the download link from. So now that you're in the Natro macro server, you might have to verify it and then you'll get access to the full server. Click download. It says dangerous, but it's not. It's completely safe, completely free. So all you have to do is click continue to download, which will then take you to the download. Now Google will say it's not commonly downloaded. All you have to do is click this arrow and press keep, and there you go. You have kept the download. Once again, it's safe, it's fine. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to unzip the folder. You could also just do this in files if you don't have WinZip. But yeah, all you have to do is right click and extract if you don't have WinZip in files on the download. So now what you have to do is go on files, open Natro macro, and all these other files, they do not matter. Only the bottom one does. Click on it and it will open up Natro macro. But before you go ahead and click start, first of all, we need to go over some settings in Roblox and your Windows settings. The Windows settings is quite easy. All you have to do is have your resolution set to 1920 by 1080, set your display scaling to 100%, and if you have FPS boosters, shaders, or anything like that, that has to be off. If you don't have 1920 by 1080, you can use 1366 by 768. But definitely use 1920 by 1080 if it's there. And now we have the Roblox settings. So press escape to open the settings, and then click settings. Shift lock switch has to be on. Camera mode and movement mode have to be set to default. Camera sensitivity, it says it has to be to 1, but I have no problems on the sensitivity. I have it 4. Graphics mode has to be on manual. Set your graphics quality bar to the lowest, just so your computer doesn't work as hard while it's macroing. Performance stats, micro profiler stats, and camera inverted have to be off. And also, if you have row shades, disable it. Okay, so now everything should be finished. Now we have to work on the settings in Natro macro. Okay, so the most important settings to have in Natro macro is for your hive slot to be correct. 1 is the hive closest to the cannon. 2 is the second closest, etc. Private server, if you have a private server, paste it in here. If you don't, leave it blank. It'll join public servers whenever it has to rejoin. Your movement speed has to be the exact movement speed that's in your settings here. Make sure to not have any haste on or brown bear morph or anything that can affect your speed, which will change your move speed. And if you want a Discord webhook, which will give you updated stats every hour that looks like this, you have to make your own Discord server, which I'll show you right now. I'm just going to show an example, but in your Discord server, you have to make a channel, click edit channel, integrations, webhooks, new webhooks, click on it, copy webhook. I'm going to delete it because I don't need it, and paste your webhook into here. Make sure you've clicked enable, otherwise it just won't work. The user ID shouldn't matter. Okay, so they're the most important settings I've just covered. What I'm going to go over now is what I use for macroing. Okay, so now I'm going to explain almost everything detailed. Field drift compensation, you should always have it on. If it detects it almost going out the field, it will change its path and length and all that to get back in the right spot on the field. By the way, if you put a random field in, it'll give you good settings for it, but you could change it around and to get different positions on the field. Collect/kill, you can just select anything in here that you want to collect, get the dispensers, Beesmas stuff, bug run. Make sure if you are doing the bug run and you have a gifted vicious bee, apply hive bonus, gifted vicious bee. If you are doing stingers, if you click on fields, it'll only go to those certain fields, so untick them if you don't want them going there. Boost. HQ field boosters, this is what I recommend for mid-game. Gather in boosted fields. This will make you the most honey if you like mid-game. Have all the blue, red and mountaintop boosters and gather in boosted fields, but you could also just have your own field you gather in all the time. The hotbar slots is more for endgame players. If you're mid-game, do not use this, do not waste your materials. So pretty much this works as boosting using items in your hotbar. Quest, pretty simple, just enable any quest that you would like to do. Planters Plus, okay, this will be unchecked. You'll have to check it to enable it. This is what is so good about this macro. Now as a blue hive, all I've set my presets to is blue, and I've put invigrading to none. So this way I can keep up all 4 nectars. Right now I don't have them up to max because I haven't been macroing. Only tick the allowed planters, which is the planters you currently have. Make sure your max planters is 3, so I can use all the planters. Before you start the macro, make sure to not have any planters out in the fields, otherwise it will automatically change to 2 or 1 because it doesn't know where the planters will be. Status, which doesn't matter unless you want to do that Discord webhook like I said earlier. Settings, I just explained that. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you need any extra questions, join my Discord server, the link's in the description, and DM me. Just DM me, I always have my DMs open, it's fine. I will gladly help. Sometimes I won't be able to help everyone, but I will try my best to help you if you are struggling. Before I do go, thank you to all the members that have just recently joined the channel. Cyrus, Funboy, Reg, and the existing members, Riderwood, Techie, Nathan, and Progamer. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for the support recently. I appreciate it very much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.